And we are back. Welcome back to Low Energy Videos Charity Stream Day 2. Yes, Day 2, and not other things. And we are back. The old man always wants to say that, but I say it first. Me. Hope you're all doing AOC. She don't. I think she's married. Yeah, we are playing Dragon Age. And it is very Dragon Age-y. Let me tell you that. Like, you know your dragons and you know your ages. You know your Dragon Ages. I am just getting this shizer ready. It's all good to go. Now, we are doing the charity stream. So, at any point, if you wish to donate any lump sum of money towards the Leitirm Animal Welfare Shelter, you will find a link of it in the description down below, along with the standard stuff for Twitch, Twitter, Discord. And don't also forget to like, share, and subscribe. But back to the shelter. If you donate, it's very simple. You just go on their page, scroll on down, and shaboopy. It's right then and there. I am simply asking if you do donate to do something very cool and actually, you know, tell me you're doing that. I'd appreciate if you tell me that you donated, but of course don't be a dick about it. Don't be like, oh, I donated 20. Well done! That's so cool. Yeah, I'm a hero. Then you didn't donate jack shit. If you can't donate, fair enough. I'm strapped for cash, though I'm happy to say I got my money back from PayPal. My account's still cut out. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that, but, well, I'll take it. I'll take it. Just in time to pay my Netflix. Yay. Of course, I wasn't watching Netflix today. I was watching the end of The Mandalorian. And, whoo, yeah. No spoils, but solid. Though it does open up many a question. Bill, let's see what you said there. Wonder if I will be censored again. That is up to YouTube, never up to me. It is redonkulous, but that's what the power is. Hell, how long does it take people to realize that I'm going live unless I start spamming everyone on my Discord? Hey everyone, I'm currently live. Anyway, we have done the other campaigns. Like I said, I still don't remember Tales of Orzammar. I think Tales of Orzammar is a pre-game bonus DLC. But I don't know. Witch Hunt is post. Darkspawn is post. Golems is post. So, yeah. Did I say Barkspawn? I did. Anyway, we have Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age Awakening. That is the custom early art for the game they use inside the dragon. It's very bare bones. They were working on so little. Reminds me a lot of the first Witcher game compared to the third Witcher game. Oh, CD Projekt Red. Oh, BioWare. There's a lot of O's going on here. And when it's involving Morgan, oh, you better believe it. Okay, Dragon Age Origins. Who's ready for some backstory? Backstory. So is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvelous perfection for this fleeting. You brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. This is why you wipe your feet before you go in.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the darkspawn into our world.
Men, am I right?
The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption.
They started to go to motherless.com 24 hours a day.
The first of the darkspawn.
Here's some peacock feathers for no reason.
They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Okay, but they're only dwarfs, so...
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race.
Except for that one race that sucks.
Barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything.
Look how they run.
The tide of darkness prevailed.
Mostly because they're the player characters. They're also very white. Very, very white. Here's some pre-rendered assets we can use. Look out! Could you imagine if the actual game combat was that detailed?
Since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
Unless you've read the books and you know what the shit's all about.
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for...
Or the comics. Or played all the shovelware that came out with this game. And a movie that they made that went nowhere. Felicia Day's in it. My god, she couldn't quite act yet.
Too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Maker, as in character maker, help us all. Let's see. Is this like free roaming version of Fire Emblem? As I've never played Fire Emblem, I cannot make that comparison. Background you select will determine which 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Okay, so you got your 2 genders. That doesn't play as much of a role, gender, as your race does. You got men, who can have all 3 classes. Elves, which can have all 3 classes. And dwarfs, which can't have mages. Warrior and Rogue will start you off in the same opening, while Mage will start you off here. Warrior for Elves will set you on 2, Mages will set you on 1. And Dwarves, you have choice of 2 regardless. So, as I'm prone to go smashy stabby, but also talky in this game, I probably will pick a human. with his very shiny coat. My God, he's been lacquered. He looks like he's made of wood. Giving him a warrior skill is pretty useful. What? Rogue is good too, if you know what you're doing. However, I have already preset what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be a standard warrior. Mage, by the way, you need to know how to keep people away from you. And that can be an absolute cunt thing to do. So dwarf is great. You get to bang two hookers who are trying to get knocked up. It's if you go for the noble. Human noble. Next.
Greetings.
Aiden Koosland. Okay. Skin. Haggard, pasty face. Haggard, pasty face. Haggard, pasty face. Skin tone. As black as cow. Or yellow. Make him actually yellow. That's a bit weird. Government tattoos, which doesn't make sense for his character to have. Same with the tattoo colors. He's got my eyes. Jesus. Is it Felicia Day in Supernatural? I think so. She's also in Mystery Science Theater, the remake, which I think she's pretty good in. She's also in the sequel to this game as the character she plays in the tie-in show to this. And of course, she's got her start in the Guild. Interestingly enough, Ryby Jenkins has a connection to Felicia. It's pretty interesting. Alright. Now, he's meant to be a young kid, but he's also meant to be rich, so why the hell wouldn't he just be the biggest fop and dandy? Maybe we'll make him an incredibly foppish one. I want to make him so foppish, yes. Long hair. Okay, but what about... those braids definitely mean that he spent hours in the mirror doing those himself. Oh, the servants just can't get it right. I like them in very special ways, yes. This feels like he's going through a phase. Plus that's cultural appropriation. In Ireland, a ponytail is a sign that you've spent time in prison if you're a man. At least in Dublin. Oh, facial hair? No, not at all, not at all. Ooh, let's see. I'm making him into Sigvald the Magnificent from Warhammer Fantasy. I spend about 5 hours every day plucking my eyebrows. Don't you? Stubble? Oh God, no. How would you not see my cheekbones? Eyes. Eye shape. Eye size. Tiny eyes. Big mutant eyes. Eye spacing. Well, he is inbred. Thing is, the graphics are so basic in this game, it's not really all that much of a shock. Wow. Okay, that's starting to turn into an alien. Okay, that's workable in the universe. They really focus on the nose in this one. My nose isn't too big, is it? I don't like if my nose is too big. I had work done on it, you see. No, that's too much work. Something nice. Oh, they're looking at me again. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. God. It's not quite Oblivion Nightmare Fuel, but it's getting there. He didn't want a nose too big, so he made his nose ridiculously tiny. I'm slowly becoming skeletal. It's quite annoying, actually, I'm not going to lie. Oof. I think this one's a little bit inbred. I didn't know he was a Habsburg. They say that, but I've actually met women who found the idea of the Habsburg lips to be actually kind of attractive. I'm like, but they're a sign of inbredness. And she's like, yeah, I know, but I still find them hot. Hello. I've got Homer Simpson's mouth. Cheekbones. Oh, I need to give him amazing cheekbones. Oh, giant ass Jay Leno chin? Hell yeah. Oh, I'm handsome. It also helps that, you know, a shovel hit me when I was a child. It never really sat right again. I'm turning him into like a mutant version of Prince Charming from Now He's the Crimson Chin. Okay, I can make this work. Give him giant ass ears. Look at that chin. Look at it. Is it not glorious? Let's see, can we go back to the eye? Yes. Okay. Well, he's a knight. He's rich. All right, he's rich. Get me at my best feature, could you? There you go. Ooh, 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 I could do this. Expressions. Oh, I'm charming. Look at that. Gotta... Alright. There you go. Now, let's hear whys.
I have lost the spell.
No. What's up, my neighbor? I just got done with series spanning over 250 pages. Sometimes I wonder how productive cocaine would make me. Cocaine would make you very productive and then very angry, and you would also wonder, why are you punching a wall and shouting at a vase full of more cocaine? And then you realize that, you know, you're losing your edge. I mean, it's been a whole 5 seconds since you last hit. And then you're going to get in a car and just drive until you hit something, or someone, or both.
How do you do?
Ooh.
Greetings.
Nah.
Greetings.
Ooh.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yay!
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure.
That's the voice I want for him.
Ah, there went the spell. It's not working.
Okay. Now, let's have a look at his strength, dexterity, constitution, cunning. I want to give his cunning. No. Alright, so what I want to do is, I want to get, I think it's cunning, because, wait, what? Yeah, 16. Because then I can use persuasion a lot more. Coercion. Yep. That's exactly what I was looking for. Character has mastered the art of... no, that's... sorry. Character is influential enough to convince others to change their views. Strength contributes to more intimidating character, whereas cunning, more persuasive character. Okay. Now I can get 2 combat talents. Probably... I want two-handed, so... Okay. Yeah, because I could barely remember how to do anything. Alright, so I'm going to be a rich kid, which makes sense seeing how ugly I am. Ooh, a new follower on Twitter. I'm doing not too bad for Twitter. Gotta be honest with you. Don't forget that if you haven't already, do join me on Twitter. You will find my Twitter in the description down below. Come on.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans,
I've been making
the lands
clones.
of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country
But not
was
modesty,
occupied by the
because we're really great like that.
Your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown. Not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
But also the men of Orlais, because they suck.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow.
Oh, Tim Curry, say hello.
This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself.
Barely had time to put on my flashiest
You
tunic.
and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought all legions. Monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see that.
Is your family here, Lord? No, Hal. Are you not leaving till tomorrow? I mean, he has to be charming. He has to make up for some pretty shitty things. You can also hear Tim Curry's age in his character at this point. I think it was 2007. He was. I don't think he. Wait, was it Tim Curry? I'm gonna find that out. I think it's Tim Curry Dragon Age. Tim Curry Dragon Age. Yes. Called it. Not that it was all that much of a shock. Anyway. Is your family here? Just love the idea of everyone standing perfectly still for hours now until I respond. And you, Lord Earl, is your family here?
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
I'd like that. I think we all know why. Especially if that's true. I mean, she must be a spinster of 14 years old by now.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
What's involved with such a task? I'll do my best. What kind of going battle with you and Fergus?
I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Fergus and me going.
If you don't send me, I'll kill you. That's not fair. I want to fight. Very well. I'll do what you think is best. I'll do what you think is best because I'm a doormat.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
And bring his donuts. We hear they're quite subpar.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not.
Why are we sitting down or something?
A guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
Ew.
I have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Order of Great Warriors to defeat Darkspawn long ago. Said to a small order, no longer important. Is there a reason I should care? I don't want to be a cunt. I just want to be a sniveling goody two-shoes with the face that would launch 1,000 ships in the other way.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Right, I like the idea, Father. Perhaps that would get me into battle. Is there a reason I shouldn't join them?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are
Like how he's a
heroes.
portrait of himself.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of command.
I'm just walking back and forth.
While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Well, I have to get a re-chinning later, but okay.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Duncan's voice is Easy Pete from Fallout New Vegas. That voice actor. Plot helpers. I know what to do. House guards. Hows, whys, and wheres.
Greetings, my lord. You are the Terran's son, are you not?
And you sound like you should be kept away from children.
That is good to know. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march.
Could you tell us of any particular weaknesses in the castle's defenses, perhaps?
Ah, then I wish you luck. Good evening, my lord.
Ah, grumble, grumble. Whisper, whisper. Sup, guard.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening. Okay. Insufficient skill. Fuck you. Beautiful medieval architecture.
There you are.
Bare
You
stone
told me the time
and
was urgent,
rags.
so I didn't want to interrupt.
Here's my voice. Listen to it. I'm very, very, very happy.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you.
Listen to
I fear
me.
Your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again.
Ha ha ha.
And is threatening to leave.
He sounds like he's trying to do a sort of sultry-ish voice, but
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know
we
he's my boss.
really shouldn't start starving the dog, you know?
Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Stupid dog, he makes me look bad.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know.
My body.
Not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
To the kitchen, then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
And so I shall.
Yay! No, I won't go to him quite yet. Okay, there's my mama. There's a lot of little easy ways of getting experience in the castle, some of which is doing stuff like speech checks and the like, but I also want to unlock doors.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder...
Hey, why do you sound like you're Americans when we're all English?
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Now, Mongrel, it's pure blood in my body. Perhaps you should lock your lager down. Maybe you should be put down. No.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like...
Damn, busty for an elf, aren't you? Okay. Move your character armor and clothing now. Why? This wasn't in the console. Equip new armor. Alright. Drag it to your quick bar. Okay. Easily done. Easily done. There we go. Oh, here's some of our new items. Blight Blood, which for some reason I can't equip. No! That fucking sucks. Blight Blood's the sword I played Darkspawn Chronicles for, but you need a strength of 31 to use it? Oh, fuck that! I mean, I can use this, the Helm of the Deep, and the Lion's Paws. But go fuck yourself! Can't even use the Edge. Pearl of the Anointed. Damn, there's a lot of new items here. Data's Promise Ring, Band of Fire, the Wicked Oath, the Lucky Stone, Memory Band. Doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. And a belt. Resistant. Alright. I think the dog's barking. Oh, you'll get my poopers. You'll get my poopers. Poopers.
Look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
I wish we could have animated it. Aww. He's so wiggly. He looks so chunky. I know that's meant to be muscle, but look at him. He looks so floopy. Aww.
It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
Please don't name for the dog. It has to be Barkspawn. Combat basics. I know how I'm doing.
Why do they attack? All right.
Tell me what to do.
Before he dies, it's a good idea to strip him. In fact, a lot of your early characters, you see...
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell.
I have...
Must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like
Or the first quest in most Elder Scroll Fighters Guild storylines. Those are very large rats.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari Wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
They want me to open up the gates and tell our men to go to sleep. It's strange, but we might as well be good hosts. Let's have a gander. Level 31 strength. Fuck that noise. That's gonna take forever for me to get. I'm like level 10. And I have to do the cunning up to level 22. Cook.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Did you just leave the roast on the ground somewhere? I mean, it is the medieval time, so yeah, probably.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants.
And they're Americans. They're easily terrified. Don't ask why they're Americans, but let's just roll with it.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charm.
I'm not even looking at you. I'm immune so much.
Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog.
Doggo!
Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about. Thank you again for your help.
Now we're standing somewhere else.
Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Old bat, am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining.
For some reason, we only have 3 servants in this whole castle.
Just keeping order. That's why your father keeps me on. The good maker knows I needn't take care of you anymore. Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is.
Doggo.
Don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lord? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
Yes, but everyone calls me Shovel Face for some reason.
Good. I'm not exactly privy to your goings-on now that you're grown. Just an old nanny, never invited to your father's fancy meetings. Do you remember that?
Oh, he's so
The
fancy.
dog that bit. Good. Then you can start.
There's no correct way of saying this. So, and there's no incorrect way. 4 our fathers came down from a mountain. Once upon a time, there was a dog, and he bit someone. In a dark and murky world, there was a smelly cook. I don't remember how it goes. A fine Ferguson sometimes. Yeah.
A warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief.
Elder
They named
bitch.
him Hahaku and gave him everything.
You get experience for this, so.
Strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son.
And Hohaku grew pie.
The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely.
It was a boring place where they were obsessed with dogs 24 hours a day.
The humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku. How could he? When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called. But the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand. The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale?
People are dicks and they rip dogs apart.
True. Hahaku thought nothing of abusing the tribe and their dogs, but their complaints showed the chief he could not be trusted. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave,
3.
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then. Tell your brother farewell before he rides off to war.
Can do. It's not like we're going... I'm going to be stuck here anyway. It's not like we're going to never have another conversation ever again. Insufficient skill. Fuck. Ooh, a servant girl, and all alone. Well, time to enjoy being... Oh. I guess you can watch.
Castle is so eerie with everyone preparing to ride south. It will be so empty.
We will serve you well while the Terran is gone.
Terran. No, they got plenty of beds here. I don't see a single chamber pot, though.
Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord.
Good evening. Combat basics.
Alright.
Alright. I want some. I want some.
Of course.
I want some tequila. I wouldn't say no to some tequila. Ooh, religion.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
No, I don't think he will.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father?
I want to know why a god would do this to my face.
Please, child, call me Malol. I've known
Malol.
you, babe, after all.
But your name's so stupid.
The sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Make her watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Make her forgive us.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
You answer a few
I
questions.
cannot. Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Trust me. It's not like we're all going to be slaughtered or something. That would just be cruel. I like how they didn't animate any horses. So, the only time you ever get to see an animal is the Minbari dogs. Because they didn't animate horse. It took until the third game to see a single horse. You got to see Brontos.
Delighted.
That's the wrong place.
Good evening, my lord.
Alright, so there's... Isn't there like a... Alrighty, I can't see it, so... Librarian.
Good evening, my lord.
I'm a librarian, as you know by my voice. I was...
Hello, my dear boy.
Hello.
Perchance I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to?
His voice is famous.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
These are same taskmaster I could see.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Alright.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child? Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern. I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that
You were just praising me!
ears, young man.
Your lectures does lead to yawning. Oh! Low energy teacher.
A pity you don't spend the same care whetting the edge of your mind as your tongue. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Kuslan battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence. Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad...
I look how the kids don't know what to do, so they're like, did we just stand here?
Still stands today as a memorial of that event. The Kuslans are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won. The history between the Kuslans and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation. During your grandfather's rule, of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tourneur's center. Its Jarl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but
I want some cheap ale.
Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion when all of Ferelden united.
Basically, when they knew they would lose.
General Logain, just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Kalen, to fight the Darkspawn. Thank you for indulging an old man.
Oh, does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence.
What have you been doing this whole time? Taking of boobies?
Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good.
But I'm not going to sit down because, again, we don't know how to do that yet. They can animate characters getting up, but they just couldn't animate characters sitting down unless it was a trick of the camera. Like, they do it, it's just... You never see them sitting at, like, a chair or anything like that, unless the chair is, like, really massively pulled back. Everyone is just tending to stand more than ever. That's nice. Alright, time for a booty call. Show me your booty call. I'm gonna do it right in front of my mom, too.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, Mother, Nan is back to work to speak. Yes, we're giant resting on it. Nan's head exploded, my hands ate the kitchen staff. Rather keep chasing the stupid dog. Well, fuck you, I want the giant dog, so number one.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Weren't you drunk? Well, it's good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
It was great.
My son, Dyron, I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall.
If you prefer the company of men, you've got A, And if you're a company of women, you got B.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Your word is a war on. May go now, handle my own affairs. Perhaps you should speak alone sometime, Iona.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear.
I've got to go and beat this hussy for showing me.
Retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
So, I'm introduced to a servant girl, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bang her. God, it's great being nobility. I hope they never discover what republicanism is.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Yes, he can never escape my giant ass. Just a chin. It's like he's got like silly putty strapped to his face.
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother. If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
He prefers his men to Oriana, if you know what I mean. But you know, we need to put on airs and drink ourselves into an early grave.
I know it's difficult to stay.
Actually, in this universe, being gay, there's nothing wrong with it.
First. You understand that, don't you? Trust me. You'll get your chance for excitement soon enough.
No.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Wasn't there a doctor who did copious amounts of cocaine? He was one of the best in his fields at the time. But if you're thinking of like a cocaine doctor of like the 1800s, him being the best at his job was probably the equivalent of like able to cut off more limbs than the average surgeon, you know? Apply the most leeches, give the most laudanum. I know it's quite possible it happens, but I wouldn't be really cool if I was under the knife of a surgeon and he was tripping fucking balls. I'm getting strong Nick Riviera flashbacks. Seriously, babe, I can prescribe anything I want. The wrist bone is connected to my wristwatch. Oh.
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
About to test that myself.
Good. I was worried you might be nervous about running the castle alone. I needn't have been concerned. I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you?
Of course. This is how you're going to die, though, right? I mean, when you say stuff like that, you know...
You've grown up so fast.
Especially your jaw. I think we need to see a healer about it. It might be a tumor.
Go do what you must, then. I will see you soon.
Still can't unlock it. Key required. Key required.
Delighted.
I think this is my room. And here is... Papa?
Bring me back a sword?
Sword?
Oren, and I'll get you the
I'm
mighty
aggressively cute right now.
before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Yes, clearly these two are related.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
It'll enlarge your nose.
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Look at the dog still covered in blood.
Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come? Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that Father would ever allow it. Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
That or else this Ostagar place will become synonymous for defeat.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side. If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Then the Owl's men are...
These people are aggressively white.
Walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
Yeah, go on.
I hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
I keep telling you, no darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
Let them have 1,000...
While you're at it. For the men.
I stare. 1,000-mile stare.
Say this in front of your mother.
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear.
It makes my head twitch just thinking about how much I will miss you. It's like playing with figurines. Like, it's all stop motion animation. It's so janky and basic. It's brilliant. She looks like a handsome human Shrek. Count on me. Need protection more than her. Mother can handle herself. Always has.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Plus, I think you have that elf slut waiting for you. What's a slut? Well, that's what I used to call your mother until she beat me up, and now I call her my wife. Aww. Hey! Where's my, Whoa! That's weird. Normally you Oh, I'm a feckin' Egypt. What I could have done is, I should have gone back to the study, and then you can talk to both of them, right? You can talk to the dude, who loves to talk about books, and you can talk to the girl about just being pretty and you want to bang her. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm down for that. And it's a different opening. In this one, what happens is whoever you slept with opens the door and gets an arrow through the chest. This you have to do with this. So that sucks. I wanted to fucking bang the elf woman. There's clearly someone knocking at the door. I love the giant chess pieces.
My lord, help me! The castle is under attack!
Oh no. I'm gonna punch them so hard.
Why do they bother?
Now we start the great betrayal. You mean Lord Evil of Evilton was evil the whole time? But he was voiced by Tim Curry, the most trustworthy of all people.
Where is the tear? Tell us! Where is everyone else? Find a scene of carnage I've yet to see.
Darling.
Huh?
Outside must make it worst. Are you hurt? They never got through the door, thanks to you. A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
Lord Evil of Evilton turned out to be evil. I know, I know. I'm shocked as you, Mom. He betrayed Father, attacked our troops while he's gone. I don't know, Mother, we need to find out.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
Maybe he stayed up with Oma.
We must find him. I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Okay, so we leveled up. Damn, the ambient screams and shouts.
Salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Oh, you mean the one that I can't open? No, this one. Oh. Sky News, what are you doing here? Okay, let's see. Use this totem to 1 more point to spend on attributes, but renders useless afterwards. Okay. Nice. Alright, now I want to focus on getting that strength up, so that's exactly what I will do. Overpower, assault, can't do them yet. Precision strike. Bark spawn. Constitution. Let's give myself some clothing. Helm of the Deep. The Lion's Paw. Crappy shield. Bulwark of True King, which I can't use yet until I have 32 strength. Fuck's sake. Studded leather. And studded there. 5 health while exploring. 6 defense. No, Guildmaster belt. 3 cunning. Embry many pockets. Let's see. Embry gives you 5+ to all resistance, like natural resistance. But Guildmaster belt gives you 3 cunning, and it increases a monetary gain. Okay, that's fair enough. 1 armor, amulet of war mage. No. 1 to all attributes. Yes, please. Memory band. I still don't know what that does. Equip. Inspect. Memory band. Made by the Formeri. These lyrium-infused rings are supposed to help apprentices retain their lessons. They work rather well. Too well, perhaps. Less capable students sometimes wear 3 or 4 per ring. Ring boosts experience points by 1%. Okay. Lucky Stone. 1 to all attributes. Yes, please. And the Band of Fire. Alright. That gives you 3 to Constitution. Weapon. Not gonna lie, these are some realistic screams in the background on my headphones. Crappy longbow, which I'll never use because my character doesn't do range. And give them the 5, 7, 4, 7. Okay. Nothing for the dog yet. Give her... Wait, what's she specking? Oh, okay. So she's boat range and Formeri tome. Whoa, really? I've got another tome? Fuck yeah, I didn't know that. Reader, 1 point to spend on a skill. It's not much, but it's the best I can do. Okay, it's not ideal, but fuck it. There. Now, Mom's gonna need some sort of weapon. Let's just give her a bow. Crappy one will do. And I'll switch her out also and give her a dagger and a mace. Mom's gonna beat someone's face in and it's gonna be awesome. Oh no! Not obviously going to be...
No. My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Not me when I play as Darkspawns, that's for sure. Still remember Tim Curry saving space. I remember Tim Curry singing about toxic love. I think the first time I ever saw him was when he was the maitre d' in Home Alone 2 in New York. A certain Donald Trump was in that movie.
How is not even taking hostages? He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
Or else we can loot the bodies. No? Nothing to loot? Okay. Aha!
Hal will pay for what he's done.
How did our dudes die so quickly if... Like, these troops are just dropping like flies? Still don't have a skill because they don't have a lockpicking.
Oh, dear Landra. I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
All right.
Yeah. Blame yourself for your friend getting killed. Wow.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
That's why you can't see any of them.
Don't be foolish. You would throw your life away? The front gates. That's where your father must be. I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Kuslan sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path. If Hal's men are inside, then we'll go to the castle. And we'll cause the servants entering the larder to escape. Do you hear me? Then survive and visit vengeance upon him.
And so I shall.
Knight's corpse. He had a bow. Well, that was stupid on his part.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Don't be a coward. Stand and fight.
Yes, my lord! Here they
Wow, he's easily convinced. Enemy Membari? I don't think so. It's worse than I thought. Even our regular guards are just slaughtering them. How are they winning? Damn, Mom.
Of course.
House soldier. Received 10 coppers. That's enough to buy 3 ales. I think. I think that's the exchange. Hooray! We're in a real rush. That's why I have to stop at every single pile of rubble and corpse. No! Old man boring.
You will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
The old sage? Why don't you all sit down and listen to a tale of with old sage?
As you desire.
Old man Bennett the Sage. Good times. You can farm XP here for a while by just going back and forth over the same areas, which you do need. Okay. More stuff.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
Of course it can. Not that he'll care. If you have the ability to unlock shit, you can talk to the guards in here and convince them to stay or go. If you tell them to go, they'll actually just be dead. Like, they won't die, rather. Suit of armor. And axe. Here at the end is the family chest, the family sword, and the Shield of High Ever. Shield of High Ever is a pretty good early start weapon. The family sword's okay. It's not great. But it's probably the best you can get unless you've like bought DLC like I did. Yeah, family sword. Slightly enchanted blade is sharp as the day it was first wielded in the service of King Calenhad, the Silver Knight, Knight old for Eldon, almost 4 centuries ago. 1 damage and 4 attack. Get myself a bit of scale armor going on here. Shield of Kuzland. Shield of High Ever. Well, I never, it's high ever. Okay. None of you deserve any extras. Sucks to be these guys. They've literally shown up to just be, targets for your new toys. Heh. Kinda looks like Hal loses a lot of his dudes taking this castle, so success? Yeah, that's where I'm meant to go, but I'm not going there quite yet. Okay, that's all blocked off.
I pray that Mother Malal has escaped.
Where is everyone else?
Delighted. Of course.
Okay, I think that's everywhere. So off we go on a brand new adventure, watching as everything we know and love dies.
I will kill them all myself.
And so I shall.
Archer. Okay. I believe that's everything.
All the noise and bother. Victory will be ours.
Motherfucking mage. I don't think so. Ow.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can.
Where are you going? For reinforcements.
I was certain Hal's men had gotten through. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly. I've no idea. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
Perhaps he was sent to kill Bryce? Oh dear. Have you seen him?
When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
Of course.
Bunch of shit we can steal, which is always good. Especially in this game where you actually have a fixed amount of items in game.
All the noise and bother.
Charge! Your phone's up, so they don't. Actually, I need to charge my phone up. I haven't charged it all day. Look at that Pog champ running away right there. Oh yeah, it already is charged, my bad. Christ, I am absolutely exhausted. I don't know why, but today I'm extra tired. Wow. We haven't even left the castle yet, but it's coming up almost to 2 hours now. Jesus Christ.
And so I shall. We're going to die!
Way to not live up to the stereotype of the Weasley little elves.
Another foe fallen.
When you run across a How Knight, then you know you've run out of enemies. There he is. Nice. Thanks for disemboweling that guy, Mom. Thought he had better items. That's where I'm meant to go, so... A sack. If I'm right, it's 100 copper for 1 silver, and 1 silver equals... No, 100 silver equals 1 gold. Or is it 60? I don't think it's 60. I need to farm that XP before we go off into the next area, but because I can't unlock doors, I think that's it. Damn, so close. This is why if I played as a rogue, I'd be able to level up by now. Rogues have the best opportunity in any game, in any build, to get the most XP. But I'm not going through all this all over again. So, off we go.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there. He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think. Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, pup.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes. Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened. Yes. Vengeance.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded.
Even though you've been slaughtering the...
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My younger son helped me get here. Maker be praised.
I am not surprised.
Although by the looks of it, he was running around trying to farm XP.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
Truthfully, you were always my first choice.
I don't like redheads.
Take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
It won't be like, you know, there's horrible secrets we're keeping from the world, and there's a brutal price to pay, and it's going to completely change your life. But, you know, you get to be slightly better at fighting. You get to wear a cool uniform. We like the color blue. Do you like blue? Blue and white. That's really our thing. Don't try to mess it up.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go.
Oh, I forgot the stripper.
You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
It would make a weird looking scene, but...
bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
My square mouth forbids it.
Then live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
Oh, now the blood is flowing out.
And did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother.
Okay, but could you tell me my name just once? Don't call me Pup. My giant ass face. I look like a moon. Was it Mac Moon or something like that? Moon Man. What's his name? The McDonald's sunglasses on a piano. Anyway, my parents are dead. And everyone I knew growing up. It's pretty awesome like that.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands.
Pretty much.
It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it's
You couldn't have told me this on the week-long ride. And where are our horses?
King Kaelan, I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
You even aware my father is dead?
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Kusland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here...
It's not like I'm going to be betrayed in a little bit or anything.
You have my word. Howe knows his actions will cost him his life, but I'll need an army to bring him to justice. No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds. Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Was he told to do that? Alright.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
You don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable.
Sometimes a dog whines for no reason.
We must do what we can and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
Wait, you're not going to join anything about you to me, are you? No, why do everyone always ask that?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Macmoon, that's the guy I was thinking of. Had I made his face more angular, that would have been ideal. I need to find Fergus. Well, the secrets. Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Alright, we leveled up. However, we're still a long way from that 31 to use the blade. But here's coercion. Alright, now there's a lot to do in Ostagar before you have the final fight. You also get to come back to Ostagar as part of a DLC, which I am totally for, because there you get the best armor in the game.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
This reminds me a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition. A game we'll probably tackle in 2021, especially when it goes on sale. Or I'm just feeling extra spendy. Of course, I gotta get the PlayStation first. Currently on Amazon, there is one for sale, and it's 1,000. Yeah, no. It's progress though, because at one point there wasn't even that. But if I had 1,000 to spend on a computer, I'd save up probably another 1,000, and then...
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now. I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest. By orders of Teyrn Loghain, the tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out. Make us speed your steps.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
Okay. Ah! They should really put up like a guardrail or something around that.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Oh, my voice is very, very sad right now. It's very sad. Ooh, the circle.
I'm sorry. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade. The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
You get to go to the Fade, and it's really underwhelming until they have the graphics to pull it off. There's Wynne.
Greetings, young man.
I slaughtered you.
Newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself.
She's in WoW, isn't she?
One of the mages summoned by
Her voice.
Well met. And good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
If a human and anthropomorph get together, it's considered yiffing or something else. It would just be interracial, wouldn't it? Interspecies, maybe. Apparently, scalping of next-gen consoles is causing considerable harm to software and accessory sales. Yeah, I can imagine it's a spiraling effect. It's kind of like they've started their own version of a sort of stock, you know, low, high sort of thing. But it won't last forever. As the companies keep putting out more stuff, you have to move, you have to sell the shit in order to buy more. So you know, you'll be sitting on 15 machines right now. You'll be able to charge whatever you want. A year from now, it won't be the same. Because at that point, the machines will be so many of them out there. I could get an Xbox for the same price. That comes with its own problems. But it'd be easier. I'd be able to get any game I wanted, which right now is just Valhalla and maybe Baldur's Gate if they have it on Xbox. I have been curious. But I want to get Baldur's Gate a lot. Baldur's Gate 3 Xbox. No. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. What consoles? It's an upcoming roleplay, but you can already buy it. Okay, I'll have to check that out later. Alright, which is how most consoles make their money. Yeah, I mean, once you buy the machine, it's like buying a phone. A lot of phone companies don't make as much money as you think they do. Because once you buy your phone, you're usually good for about 5 years. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get my hands on a PlayStation, but I'm gonna wait until New Year. I have the money on Tuesday. I'll have the 500 to put aside, and assuming there's no outstanding bills that will just kick me across the face and laugh while they do it. Who knows? Maybe January. Probably not though. Maybe even February. Apparently Missy Ann had the same problem. She was going to get a PlayStation for her kid, but no one has it. Just because you have the money. If you can't buy it, you can't buy it. Which is a shame, because when you're a kid, this stuff matters more for Christmas.
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
I know that your outfit highlights your boobs in really obvious ways.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
Didn't something bad happen there? That's like going, wow, hell, isn't that not a nice place?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts.
I'm so tired right now.
Back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now. A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past, but I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Death is no failure, my friend. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go...
So, any last... Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cook this ritual up just for our benefit.
Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. I'm a cheeky chimney sweep, I am.
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. I suppose I could do that. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
How do you do?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain. Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. Oh, I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies? Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find it myself.
I think that's a bit of cooked content they never got around to.
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand. So long as you keep it quiet.
Soul Rot bombs, battle axe, soldier's helm, metal kite. I don't need it in here. What I need to do is get rid of Jesus. Look how much of that is. That's 16. But if I don't, I can give that to Liliana, and she'll be able to use that really well. There's an enchanter staff, which I could give to Morgan, but Blood Dragon Plate. Whoa. Really? Keep that. Keep that. Kuzan Guard Shield. Yes, please. Memory Band. No. Alright. Now, where is Alistair? I know he's around here somewhere. There he is. Without the music, it sounds so like barren, but
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother.
Alistair, our snidey bastard.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage. And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name.
The name I'll never say, because we'd have had to record all those lines.
Have you encountered Darkspawn before? When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages...
Oh, I'm so tired right now.
Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar. Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it.
Tomorrow I hope I'm not streaming. We have, I think, Shabisky on tomorrow.
I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
I think tomorrow we have Shabisky on as the guest. So I'm hoping that I can get him on earlier. So I'm less totally wrecked. Because it's absolutely cold and I don't know, it's weird. It's not that I slept bad. I slept like a rock. I've been sleeping like a rock the past few days now. But I need to wake up tomorrow and find out what time will work for him. So whenever you go live, whenever you see me going live, you'll know that he should be on.
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Right, that cut purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one, or I can track him down later. You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Okay. We'll set his tactics to defender. Yeah, this was the big play on it. Like you would have, you'd basically give them different orders, and the AI would be like getting surprisingly complicated.
What now?
Now, as Alistair is a character that follows you around, I can give him nothing because he's already got. I can give him some. I'll give him this, and I'll give him the memory band. And the amulet. There. Now he's slightly better. A chest. There's Wynne. There's Duncan, but I don't want to go there yet.
Greetings. King Caelan is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the battle with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible? That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen. More than usual lately. Good thing the Teyrn's the only one who can speak to the king like that. As you wish.
You're a bit of a gossip, aren't you? Okay.
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and
I like this scene.
Don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Everyone is so white. So aggressively bland and white. Except for Duncan, who's got a bit of Mediterranean vibe going on.
Sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set themselves against me.
They're gonna eat you up.
I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the
Oh, Christ. Oh, I don't know why I'm so bloody tired. I mean, I've been up.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the...
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from dogs.
You there, Elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Teyrn Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Teyrn, I hope. If you're not from the Teyrn, what do you want? We're busy. We aren't. We're Ash Warriors. Our training has been passed down since Matthias the Dwarfson first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale. I am no bard, but I will do my best.
Oh, great. More story. I did warn yous.
Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Matthias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Matthias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain. They were simply the first to be taught. Others were inspired by his death to follow his path. Matthias's prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Matthias was grieved. He sent Morriganan away. But
What? His cheating had consequences?
between their tribes. In the end, Matthias slew Morriganan in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day and gave Matthias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today. It was an honor. My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
They're making us all pasty and giving us really bad beards.
The Grey Wardens will die. The King will die. We'll all die.
I apologize, Warden.
Ugh,
You've been like
an
this
apple in a
for
wig.
while.
A crab apple in a wig.
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll
Whoa!
go through the forest and spread like caterpillars covering a tree.
What a weird metaphor.
Whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Yeah. He's bad shit.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about. Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as...
Now he looks like male Shrek.
You have the bearing of a
like a human Shrek.
If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here? Are you a nobleman? I am honored to be in your company, my lord. I hope we're both...
My codpiece is in awe.
Is it not thrilling to be given that chance? I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here,
God,
let's get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
He's he looks like uncooked dough.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
I'm more interested in what's going on with your junk.
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way. I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
As you can see, I'm starving away into a supermodel.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Doesn't sound it.
Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
There, Alistair approves too. Remember what I said, the approval rating rates to how strong they get. What boosts they get. Keep them always happy and you should be set.
Alright.
Welcome, young man.
Ooh, creepy.
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend.
Hello.
I am of the Circle of Magi.
They basically lobotomized me.
Spells and reading tomes. I spend my time enchanting.
Enchantment.
It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity. It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection
His voice is so surreal
that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not. Goodbye.
Tranquil are not the best. They tend to go very insane and die-die.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations.
Might as well.
Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. Without a doubt, Darkspawn aren't renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind.
Elder Scrolls, if you will.
Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
I'm even in live chat, yep. Say yiffing, but there said God sounds sexy and it gets censored. Now it shows, but it censors my last message. Get bent, Google. I'm even in live chat. How about you just don't antagonize the megalomaniac, all-encompassing monopoly of information and communication that is Google?
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, let's get out of here and get a slaughtering.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
You won't be hearing the dogs barking every 5 seconds. Woof woof, woof woof woof, woof woof, woof woof woof. Bork, bork, bork. Someone should have a mod where all the Minbari hounds say bork instead of bark. Bork. Bork, bork. That little dog that died a few years ago, that was a meme. Mutant dogs, mutant. Speaking of dogs, if you are watching this in the future and enjoying it and want to help out the charity, don't forget to check out the description down below for the animal welfare shelter that I'm hoping to raise some money for while doing this. If you do decide to throw some cash their way, please tell me in comments so I can add it to the list. Originally I was going to have like a pay bar, but then my PayPal got hacked. So it's down to you guys to tell me if you did or didn't do it. Smashy, smashy. Wolves in a video game?
Over here.
Let's just stare at him.
That Grey Wardens.
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Put more eyeshadow on.
I have bandages in my pack.
Which you're not seeing because we didn't animate a pack. Good for that musical sting, huh? What the fuck was that?
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Little Herlock. Smashy bashy.
And so I shall, as you desire.
Okay, we got our first Darkspawn vial. second one.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
What, no mandrake at their base? They say if you eat it, you'll fall in love. That was an obscure reference. Very old Paul Verhoeven movie. It's called like Fire and Blood. I'll buy that for $1. It's a little less obscure. Stop hitting us! When they die, it sounds like they're farting. Okay, so we've got the Vials of Darkspawn blood. Some elf fruit. You die, Rikes.
That flower, white with a red center. The kennel master at Ostagar was asking about those.
Oh yeah.
The kennel master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from biting darkspawn. At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him one.
Did you not ask him?
About it is all.
Alright. Fullspar. The fancy stone that no one cares about. Well, if we took our blades out, that means there has to be enemies somewhere. This area can be a bit of a bitch to get around. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Wolf versus Darkspawn, the road to victory. All right. Level 27. That's cool. We've also got shield block. Acid coating. Small chip spirit crystal. I think that does something. I think the spirit crystals play into something. I forget what. Black of lemon. You have to face mer people. Maybe he'll be able to unlock this.
On it.
No. Do we fight more people?
All right.
No. You do get to fight weird goblin-y ones in the second game. There's a lot of mutated creatures, but it's mostly humans and darkspawn. Christ, I don't know why, but I really want a curry right now. Curry chips. Maybe we should go out tomorrow and get a curry tray from the Chinese. I have to go to the shop anyway. It's weird, I've got money in the account now, but I cancelled my card. Oh, fuck, I can't win. This year has just been... It has just been a nightmare for so many people. For me, my flavors are all very unique, because I obviously didn't get COVID, but... Or maybe I did, and I just didn't know it. That'd be scary. But I imagine they'd be able to track it down at some point. We've been kind of lucky so far here in Leitrim. The outbreaks haven't been too bad. Because the county's not all that big. A lot of it is elderly people. But checking, this county only has about 30,000 people in it. Like, that's nothing. This village barely has 700 people in it. It's actually gone down since I moved in. Ooh, this is gonna be a lot of dead people. Even if I didn't get COVID, doesn't mean the shit hasn't affected me in other ways. Oh man, we gotta find everything we can. Ah. Now, if I'm right, you take the mud idol and you put it somewhere. That's something I don't like. You can't move the map around. Only zoom in and out. think it's actually around here. You fight it like squirrel. Can I use the edge yet? No, you need 26 dexterity. Holy shit. Oh, it's a dagger. Oh, okay. I've already been here. Yeah. Okay, so then if I'm right, we go south. And at some point, we'll meet Morgan. Who is my waifu of this game, because she is a manipulative bitch with big boobs. No, that's where we wait, what? Oh, there, chest. Aha. Oh, it can't. Alright. Right. So let's head down here. Saving game. Didn't mean to. Looks like orcs from 40k are here. Or maybe fantasy would be a better one. Herlock emissary. Not a good thing at all. Haha. Resisted that. Come back here. Ow. Oh. Look at the AI at work. It's gloriously bad. Hey, look, a fire. What? We're being attacked?
Of course.
Okay. So, where are we going? Mm. Okay. Some death root. Pile of rocks. It's a pile of stones that look like something out of RuneScape. Covered in a fine layer of dust and ash. Sprinkle more ash onto the pale stones. I do, Gazaraz. Bangarang. Rufio! Enchanted footing. It's mediocre to the max. Okay. I think we've done all the busy work of the mission.
Done.
Burlock Alpha. Beta. We got our Chad right here. Guess that makes us the Chads now.
As you desire.
I hear some of the stock sound effects in the background that I swore I heard in Abe's Odyssey. Hello, follow me. Okay. Here they're remaking Exodus. I'm down to clown. Games glitching like crazy. Sexy boob lady.
Well, well. What have we here?
You ruined Stargate.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst
Same voice actress.
whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search...
So many girls wanted to cosplay her. So many couldn't make the outfit look quite right. Because they wouldn't be allowed in the convention center.
Scavenger or intruder? Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time.
She has very scrawny looking arms.
So I wondered, why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad.
Handsome lad.
I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I'm going to bone you. But also, I'm going to bone you with respect and love. Because you said I'm handsome when I look like a shoe.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no
She lives in a swamp, but she still puts makeup on.
Them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Well, we do it, but usually by killing the men.
Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
Hey, virgin boy.
In the pot she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Oh, him and Morgan do not get along. Which is a shame, because you can actually force him to have sex with her. It's not great, because it's also hilarious, but it's also not great. Oh wow, it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning now. We haven't even gotten the actual fight of Ostagar yet.
Mother, I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who... I see them, girl.
Captain Janeway!
I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do? A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe.
Every time it cuts to his face.
It seems I do.
So...
Chonk.
Is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon. They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother. True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not.
You are so useless in this game compared to the other two.
Time for you to go, then. Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests. Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
I know they couldn't have really made her look the part in this crappy engine they're working off compared to what she looks like in 2 and 3, but they could have tried. Remember, it goes to Kennel Dude. Kennel Master. Kennel Master. Where's the Kennel Master? I don't see him. Here he is.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers? I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20 silver to offer as a reward for it. Thank you for your assistance, then. Perhaps we won't lose as many hounds as I'd feared.
Though I'm getting slower all the time. There's Win again.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't...
Blah 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 blah. So where is Duncan? Duncan. There he is.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining. Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later. As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
And prepare the lubricant.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know that my wife is in Highever with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I am...
No.
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of dark...
Look how their shields just float behind them there.
Their taint.
We're going to drink the...
What's this about a taint?
Those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Yeah.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but These words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Enjoy this ridiculously oversized goblet. Whoa, it's starting to kick in already. Uh-oh. Someone's ODing. Pussy.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much.
Yeah.
Glory in this.
I am sorry.
You don't get me to say name.
But the joining is not yet complete.
Duncan's a fucking psychopath.
To submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Drink from my taint.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Sup? I'm an archdemon.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Still can't believe he killed Sir Jory. Well, I didn't give a single shit about Sir Jory, so whatever. Again, though, I should have stripped them, because then I could have sold their gear.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Okay, I can get a... one short. Arg! Pisses me the fuck off. Yeah, okay. No, I had 2. Let's go with Threaten. And level up. Darkspawn gets just standard Constitution and Strength. Dread Howl. Okay. What happened to the bodies? Just kind of vanished.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn horde is too dangerous.
I'm not evil. Or am I? Actually, I don't know. I've got a complicated character.
Forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the young lord from Highever I met earlier. I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain.
Loghain's into this universe's version of InfoWars.
The possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
Gee, I wonder if he's going to betray anyone.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
That is not your choice. If King Kalen wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn. Exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance to Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no. Me shimmying down the Darkspawn line? Sure. We could kill them while they roll around laughing.
Is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley. I will be fighting beside the king with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Again, at his request. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for. Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word. Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
And the Maker watched over no one, because the Maker is a dick. Oh, this sounds like it's going to be in no way ominous and dooming thousands of people to death. Guy's got a hell of a jaw, ain't he, Luca? I call him Clubfoot Man. No, I don't, but I should have. I was heavily inspired by the Habsburgs. How come some of us have helmets and others don't? Who wants a bong rip before the battle?
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
Sure it doesn't. Be a bit of a boring game otherwise. I like his funny head, like his fun-loving headdress right there. The last alliance of men and elves. Don't be a pussy. Love the ogre just casually strolling in. This is Ireland the day the pubs reopened. Choop 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 choop. Doggo army. Oof. What a really cool battle I can't take part in.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the tower of...
Scheiße. Well, did he just say clever cunt? Clever cunt.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Well, that just squares my jaw.
Ourselves.
Like the clearly redundant fourth character there. Flinging swords like they're giant pieces of metal. So slow. Kill it. Good thing Barkspawn doesn't know not to swallow the tainted blood that's clearly been shown to kill dogs. And that's how we do that. But wait, there's more. Herlock Alpha, gonna kill you, 'cause you got a thing around you. Alright. Ooh, heavy chainmail. And what I've got on now? Currently wearing scaled armor 4-3. This is 5-10. Alright. I can use the bulwark of the true king, which is better than the shield I have now. Wait, 32 strength? It's finally happened. It's finally happened. I can use Blight Blood. The game is now... Let's look at those stats. It's Dragonbone, which is the best tiered weapon in terms of scaling. 3% critical chance, 2 attack, 10 critical backstab damage, poison venom. Now there is another blade I need to get later on after we've beaten Ostagar, but that's less important because that's mostly to fight Darkspawn. So let's now go and take away the Templar shield and give him the family sword and the shield. Just fucking, here's a studded helm for my stud. He's my stud with the stud, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is bringing me back. It won't be as useful against Darkspawn, but still. I don't know about the shield. Alright. Are those asteroids? They kind of look like asteroids. Reminds you of Lord of the Rings, Return the Guild. Yeah, I remember that game. I played Two Towers on the PlayStation 2. The Helm's Deep battle was fucking awesome. If you did, if you unlocked everything, you got to fight Saruman in the Isengard. And you got to see all these really compressed videos of like interviews of people playing the game, like the actors playing the game. Oh shit, this is a lot of... That's a lot of fire. Hey, Herlock Emissary. Fuck you, running away. What benefits does a shield have? I don't think the shield was on the Xbox. Bulwark of the Truth King. 3 willpower, 2 constitution, 3 defense, and 1 armor. Okay. What to say about it? Shield once belonged to Mora, the rebel queen who was killed when her liege lord betrayed their allegiance. 66 gold! Holy fuck! That's like a lot of coin. But it's still a very good shield, so I don't know. Delighted. Smashy, smashy, bashy, bashy. Fire swords for everyone. Herlock came late to the party. Yeah, you can't really poison Darkspawn, so... Lesser health poultice. Everyone go out and kill them. Okay, and oh God, you're tired and shit. I really am. Wouldn't great.
Get to the beacon. The king needs Loghain to charge.
Can't unlock it because I don't have a lockpick. Okay, down we go. Next time I play this, I gotta remember to be a rogue. All the shit I can't go after. Oh, okay. I'm so exhausted. Oh, God. We're gonna get through this, and then that's me for the night.
What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
It's not worth looking at you in the eye for, but, you know, you're horrible to look at, so...
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the
Hooray.
and light the signal fire in time. Tyrion Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
What do you think, random circle mage? Yes. Deep mushroom. That's what she said. Ballista. Fire, fire. That didn't do it. Okay. Let's go in for the kill now. Nice. Lesser lyrium. So many dead. Darkspawn. Yet somehow we lose. Quartz. Quartz. You gotta buy enough, get enough quartz and you can buy yourself some Schwartz.
All right. Time for more darkspawn, I see.
Smash, smash, bash. Okay. Oh, yeah. Grey Wardens were once exiled for overthrow of the king. They were permitted to return 20 years ago. Like Marek, Caelan's father. You actually get to go to Warden's Keep in a DLC we'll be going to. I have a feeling we're going to, after the week's up, I'm going to keep playing this because it's just a good, easy to go back to game. But I don't know what I'll be doing it on YouTube. If I want to beat this game before the end of the before Christmas, I'm gonna have to stream at earlier hours or sleep at change up my sleep pattern, because it's like 3, I think. Barkspawn leveled up, that's a good sign. In for the kill. Let's get ourselves happy and let's get ourselves dead. Boop. Boop. Dark Bark spawn gets. No, you leave our mage alone. He's scrawny and easily killed. Oh yeah, you could actually, I could have let the dogs out, but I didn't. Well, now they're out anyway.
What do we do now?
What were you all doing there? Just standing, touching each other's taints, trying to master each other? Bloody mastering your taint. Taint masters. Taint likely. Oh, we're almost. We're almost there.
And so I shall. As you desire.
Yeah, there's Alistair. For a boring character, let's give him a boring set of armor. Wait, no. Not armor. Fuck, I can barely string words together at this point. I really am low energy. It's almost like I'm drunk. Wish I was. Soon. Soon. But not yet. Now, let's see. Yeah, so once this is done, hold on, let's get this out of the way first. Oh no, an ogre. I'm an ogre. Rawr. Okay, so once this is over, I will be calling it. One last time, if you feel the need to donate, I want to help out a good cause, don't forget to check out the link in the description for the Leitirm Animal Shelter, which will then take you to the main page. Scroll on down, you'll see the donation box. Give as much or as little as you like, and all I ask is that you tell me you did it, so I know this has had some sort of impact. You don't have to do it right now, you don't have to do it at all, but I'd appreciate it. Must be pretty rough with them. This year has been shit all around. Bloody ogre. Oh. Alistair. Smash.
The beacon is over here. We surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Okay, but... and else? No. There, we leveled up.
Sound the retreat.
What about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
I'm Grumpy McBad Guy. I'm in charge here.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
I never understood why Logain did what he did. It makes no sense. He's actually an Easter egg character. I'm not going to get him, but you can, through a series of decisions throughout the game, make him your companion. But that's not how I deal with him. Oh no! Dude, say it, don't spray it. And there goes the spine. Duncan wants blood. My pretty twink king, you killed him. Huh. Guess our plan kinda sucked. That was a short game, but it was interesting at least. Whenever possible, try to flank your enemies. History won't remember how dramatic your failed frontal assault looked. That's not true. You can trigger so many traps that it'll just look so ridiculous it'll be hilarious. Ah, sexy lady time. And she stripped me nude.
Eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Clothes. The girl from the wilds? I'd say she's at least a woman at this point with tits like that.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call.
'Twas it now.
What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Why? It's just an old-fashioned massacre.
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
Mother knows best. Thank you for helping me, Morrigan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans. I do not mind. Take your time. We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what.
'Tis.
The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I wonder at that myself, but she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Animal nobility, you know.
I stand corrected.
How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
She turned into a fucking dragon, as we see in this game if we piss her off.
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Mother.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother.
'Tis.
Then be on your way.
'Tis, mother, twain, 'twas. Twoot. I'm sure they say twoot at some point. I know I say twoot. Good old twoot. Master coercion. Okay, now we want... Yeah. Okay. If I'm right... No, I need 35 to get Blood Dragon Plate. Sucks. Is there anything else? I'll take it. Right. So we will go now and save. Just called Hut. Okay. Hut. And next one, we will leave the wilds with Morgan in tow. Meet up with Lyanna, Bodan and Sandal, Sten, and then if we're at the camp, I suppose we can then go and get Shale, who is our heavy hitter. Whoa, there we go. Sten is meant to be the heavy hitter of the game, but once you get Shale, holy fuck, you get a pissy, catty Gollum. So it's brilliant. And I don't mean Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I mean Gollum as in from Jewish myth. Smashy, smashy. But that'll be for tomorrow. I want to thank everyone who popped in and anyone who pops in the future. You know what to do now. Like, share, and subscribe. Check the links in the description for all the good stuff. Twitter, Twitch, Discord. However, also, don't forget that if you see that link for the animal shelter, click on it. Go and dono down there. They need the money. And if you do tell me. Because I would like to know if this is being beneficial in some way. As for me, I am cold. I am tired. I want to get some sleep so I can wake up tomorrow and do this all over again. This time with Shabisky. Ooh. It's Shabisky. Is it Shabisky? Is it Shabisky? Come on. Well, even if it's not, if it's like Dirt or someone, then that's who it will be. I'll be back when they are free, so hopefully I won't do this when I'm exhausted at